welcome back to my channel. So today I have a new video for you guys and I'm super excited for this video. Really quickly, if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Polinaberegova and I post, that's so weird saying your full name, like introducing yourself as your full name, like hi, I am, and then saying your full name. Like that's just so weird. But yeah, anyway, I upload every Thursday and Sunday on this channel, and I also do have a vlog channel where I post 4 to 5 times a week. And every month I have monthly giveaways on here, and this month's giveaway is the Too Faced Peach Palette and the Lily Lashes in Mykonos. I've showed them in a few videos, but I feel like it's getting repetitive showing them all the time. The rules are down below, but basically you just have to be a subscriber of this channel, my vlog channel, follow my socials, and leave any comment on this video. Like, it does not have to be enter me, just leave me a comment about the video. Like, I'd love to hear, you know? Today's video is a story time. You really like story times, you guys, and I really like watching story times. Like, if I start watching a story time video, like, from someone, I will watch, like, 30. Like, they're so addicting. Like, you're just like, I want to hear more about your life. Like, I want to hear more stories. Also, I did dye my hair. If you're new, this is not how my hair normally was. If you watch my vlog channel, you know I've been trying to get it kind of silverish for a while, but I didn't really want to damage my hair, so it's a long story. I vlogged about it if you want to check it out, but yeah, it happened. It's here. Today's story time is probably one of, like, a really traumatic in a funny way story time, but it's a time where I got stuck in an airplane toilet. Like, literally stuck, and I'm just gonna tell the story. It's not too long of a story, so I'm not gonna bore you with details, but it's really funny, and I tell my friends, they're like, why have you not told that, like, on your channel? And I'm like, oh, you're right, why haven't I told this story? So here I go, gonna tell a story. Basically, when I was younger, every few years, I think every 2 or 3 years, my family and I would fly back to Russia, you know, say hello, because if you don't know, I was born in Russia. I actually moved to the States when I was 3 or 4. So other than my parents, the rest of my entire family is in Russia. I know. So obviously my parents' parents and their grandparents and my grandparents, everyone's there. So we used to go back. My parents actually still kind of do go back often, but we used to go back as a family every 2 or 3 years. And to get to my town, you have to take usually 3, there's different routes you can take. Like, you can take 2 to 3 planes and you can go through different countries. A lot of the time we would fly to Poland, from Poland to Moscow, from Moscow to my town. So 3 planes, a lot of time changes, lots of travel, it's insane. Anyway, so we were on the first plane, which is the plane that was from, like, Chicago to Poland. I think it was to, where was it from? I know where it was to in Poland, but I can't think of it now. But basically, we're flying to Poland, so these flights are long. I think this flight was about 9 hours, and yeah, so it's a long flight. The plane's really big too. I think it was the airline Lufthansa. If you guys have flown that line, I've heard of it. I'm pretty sure that was the airline, which I love the airline, by the way. They would give kids toys and candy, and it was lit, to be honest. Anyway, so this plane's huge, and it's like, I think it's like four seats in 3 rows. So like, this plane is going over the oceans and shit, so like, this is a big plane. We were sitting in like row 8 or something. We were sitting, I know, in the, like, I think around rows like 8 through 10, like somewhere around there. So really far up, and they were like sitting on the right wing. Anyway, I think I'm like 12 years old in this, like 10 to 12. I really just can't recall because we'd go often, and I was young and it just all blurred in my mind. But I had to go to the bathroom, so whenever we take off, we're like in flight. I think we're like flying for like 4 hours, so we have like 5 hours to go. Everyone's just kind of like tired. I feel like the first few hours of these long flights, people are like watching movies, reading. After that, people are just kind of like over it and like try to sleep and stuff. So the plane is like very quiet, very chill, mellow vibes on this flight, right? So then I was like, okay, I'm going to the bathroom. I get up, I walk over to the bathroom, and I, you know, get on there, and I didn't just have to go number 1. Homegirl was 36,000 feet in the air for 4 hours already. I had to go number 1 and number 2, basically number 3, you know, like a nice mix. So I sit on the toilet, and I learned this later, but I should have squatted. I'm like literally firmly sitting on this toilet. I don't know why I'm painting this picture for you so vividly, but I just feel like you really need to be there. And you know how small those airplane bathrooms are. That bathroom is literally like enough for you to like twist and turn like this. Like, you can't even like step back and forth. Like, you literally walk in and that's it. That's your little space. So I'm plopped down. I go number 1. I go number 2, and instead of getting up and then flushing the toilet, I'm like sitting really comfortably. Like, I've been in there for like 10 minutes. Not that I take a long time to poop, but I think I just like didn't want to go back out there. Like, I was chilling. I think I connected to like Wi-Fi on my like phone. I was living life. I was like, wow, no one's disturbing me in here. Like, I don't have to be like all like tight in my seat over there. Like, I was just chilling. I had my phone out. And then I was like, you know, it's time to go. I've been in here for 10 minutes. People are gonna start to get worried. So I'm sitting on it, like really, really on the toilet, like really indulging. And I click flush, and you know that toilet, it makes the loudest noise. It like sucks so hard. That's because, I don't know, like I read somewhere, someone can clarify if they know, but like the poop, they suck it down. Don't they like, I really don't want to be wrong, but I think it gets dropped out of the plane, right? And then because by the time it hits the ground, it's like dissolved, something like that. Anyway, the suction is very strong. So I'm sitting and I click flush and it sucks my butt into the toilet. So instead of like this being like the toilet ring and my butt like being planted on top, I was already kind of sitting where my butt was kind of like, I don't know, why am I trying to nose it, like kind of like sunk it in a little. I was stuck like this. Like my butt was stuck and my hands and feet were like this. Like I was so stuck in the toilet, and in my head, and like in that moment I literally was like, what did I just do? And I'm trying to get out and I literally can't. And I was not that tall at the time. I was like 12 years old. I'm not that tall now, so you can only imagine. So my feet couldn't reach that door, you know, like the door like to like where you like lock it, like green, red, and the door to the bathroom. I couldn't reach it to like hit it or anything like that. And then I was like thinking like, what do I do? I was literally stuck. I could not get out. Like I was pushing so hard and my butt was literally so stuck like on the, like my butt was already past the rings of the toilet, so it was like at my thighs, and I was just like not getting out. Like I'm pretty strong, I think. Like I feel like I was a pretty strong 10 or 12-year-old at the time, but no, I could not get myself out, and I was freaking out. I was like, what do I do? I was thinking at first I could like kick the door and like someone would help me. I was like, do I scream like help? Like I don't want to alert people on this plane, like because I've heard of planes doing emergency landings, and I don't want them to like hear me screaming in the bathroom, being confused, and like landing the plane. Like, you know, when like later you can reflect on things, but when you're in the moment of like freaky situations or like situations like this, you don't think straight. I feel like you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like you just are not good at decision making. I was like, okay, like I could, do I scream? Do I start help? And no one was coming, and I was like, well, looks like we gotta scream help louder. So I'm like, help. And finally someone comes and knocks on the door. Okay, and I literally am screaming, I'm stuck in the toilet. And I think the person was like a passenger, so I got a stewardess. The stewardess, I don't even know. I'm trying to remember if the thing was like locked. I think the door's locked and you can't come in, and I couldn't unlock it. Dude, yeah, because you know how like you lock it from the inside to like vacant to like close, whatever. So like they couldn't open the door, and then I guess they had to get in somehow they had to go like open the door, which like I was in there for like another 20 minutes, and finally the stewardess got in, and she literally starts pulling me out, and she can't pull me out. In this moment, I'm like literally freaking out so much. I was like, that's it. I am gonna die, R.I.P. Paulina, in the toilet on this Lufthansa flight from Chicago to Poland. This is how I'm gonna die. I was freaking out. She's like trying to pull my arms, and this girl is like not that strong, and she's like freaking out. She's like, oh my gosh, I can't pull you out. So she gets another stewardess, flight attendant, I don't know why I call them stewardess, and then they're trying to both pull me out. And then they're like, I told them like my parents are sitting in this row, so like go get my dad comes, and my dad pulls me out. And keep in mind, like this entire time, like I'm nude basically, because my pants are like down. I was sitting, so my underwear was down. So yeah, I tried to like pull the underwear up as much as I could. I was like covering myself with my arms. So they were pulling with like one arm. I'm trying to like remember because this was like literally so long ago. I'm like pulling with one arm, trying to like cover myself, and then finally when I got pulled out, I like pulled up my underwear and pants real quick, and honestly I was so traumatized. The rest of the flight I was like so upset, guys, from like the toilet, and I was just so traumatized because like literally like these two stewardesses saw me nude, and it was just like this whole commotion. I think I was in the bathroom for like honestly like an hour, and that was a lot. When we landed, I was like, thank gosh, I'm like, I cannot see this. I cannot look at these people anymore. Like, they know. So that was my traumatizing toilet experience. Let me know if you like story time videos. I feel like a lot of stories I can tell, but you know, I gotta spread them out because homegirl can't just tell them all in 1 month. So give me a thumbs up if you enjoy storytime videos, so I know that you like these, so I can look at the likes of videos to see like what you guys are interested in. So definitely let me know if you're interested in more storytime videos, and if you have any specific like kind of topics for story times, feel free to ask me, because I feel like it'll spark my memory. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember stories because I don't just think like, oh, what's happened to me. But if you guys like ask me about something, I could definitely spark something. So just leave your comments down below, enter that giveaway, subscribe to our family. We would love to have you on here. Guys, I love you guys more than anything in this entire world. You are incredible. I hope you guys have an amazing day or night depending on when you're watching this, and I will catch you guys in my next video.